Tai Tuivasa, in my opinion, is the one with the higher fight IQ. I think Derrick Lewis could potentially be too much for him on the floor if he gets there, but I do think Tai Tuivasa's takedown offense and his scrambling ability has gotten better. They're both going to come in around the 265 mark, I would think. They're both probably going to have to cut a little bit of weight. So preparation might be a big key for this one. And Tai Tuivasa, he's built his team around him. I know he's been traveling around training at AKA and the like. Derrick Lewis does what he does. He comes in, makes weight, and tries to knock people out. There's no secret in Derrick Lewis's game. I don't think we're going to see anything particularly new from him. I'd be very surprised if he tries to actually take Tai Tuivasa down, but I do think he will be happy to go to the floor and work ground and pound if he does. The one real risk for Derrick Lewis, aside from getting slowly worn down and tired, is being too over-enthusiastic and running forward. And we do see this in his game quite a lot. He has got great movement. He is great at slipping out of the way and throwing powerful counter shots. But he does get too overexcited and start charging forward a bit recklessly. He does get wild and lose his balance and start to throw himself at his opponent. And that's when he's going to walk onto shots. And one of the best finishes in Tai Tuivasa's career, in my opinion, was against Greg Hardy. Hardy thought he'd hurt him. So he swings here, big long left hook, and then cracks him with a right hand right across the side of the head. And this next moment, as you can see, Tai Tuivasa kind of reels back a little bit. Hardy looks at him and recognizes that he's hurt and then goes charging forward. Hang on a minute, where it is. Where is it? Look, you see the look on Hardy's face and he's like, gotcha. And then he rushes at him to try and finish. Look at that big wide hook. And Tai Tuivasa fortunately gets out the way of that hook, throwing an overhand, but then comes back with this counter left. And this is what I'm talking about with like stiffening power. Bang. Like, I know he's not out unconscious, but he's got no idea where he is right at that point. That was a lovely punch, a lovely counter punch. And if Derrick Lewis gets too enthusiastic, starts crashing forward, there's a good possibility that he's going to run onto one of those shots because Tuivasa knows his power. He knows that he's got a good trade in those circumstances. Even if he is hurt, and his instinct, he lists himself as a street fighter. His instinct is to try and check your chin every time. This, of course, is a really fun fight.